I was just listening to the video of one of my subscribers. He talked in that video about how he went no contact with his reprobate father. His father always criticized him. His father, how should I say it, always dumped on him. When that man decided enough, I'm going no contact with my relatives, the father began to develop dementia and all types of diseases. Now, he even mentioned, I believe in the same video, because I watched two videos of him, he mentioned in the same video, or it was a video in part 2, he mentioned that this has to do with him being the scapegoat. At least he was a scapegoat. This subscriber also referred to what I've spoken about demonic contracts. Look, it's very simple. I'm using an example that this subscriber gave to illustrate the following to you. Many people out there, the only reason why they're still sane, the only reason why they can still function in daily life is because of the victims that they transfer their pollution upon. Some people out there, if the victims that they're victimizing would disappear today, they would collapse within hours, sometimes within minutes. You would see them talking to themselves in the street, screaming and shouting, taking off their clothes, jumping in front of cars and all of that. You would think, what is this? Is this that successful businessman? That firm, no-nonsense businessman? And now we see him taking off his clothes and jumping in front of cars? People are going to think, what? Such things happen. Look, there are people on the earth, there are human beings on the earth who have zero mental stability. They have zero emotional stability. They are completely collapsed. The only reason you don't see this is because of the demonic assistance that keeps them standing. Some people took offense and they persist in offense, and the anger, the bitterness, and the rage of the offense destroys them. So mentally, they actually ruined themselves. So now, there's nothing left of their former selves. There's no sanity, nor stability, no reason left in them. The offense that they held on to actually killed them. But they're still alive. So what happens is that the demons now keep this individual standing. That's why you have people, when you talk to them, it is as if they're not there. It is as if you have a human being in front of you, but it's as if it's an empty body. But you know it can't be an empty body because the human being is alive. If it was an empty body, it would have been a corpse that's decaying. And you see that it's a real human being with flesh and bone and blood, so you know it's not a robot, but you don't feel like it's a real human talking to you or communicating with you. It is because that individual is completely collapsed. That individual has lost all sanity, all reason, all desire for good. That individual is dangerous. And the reason why the individual isn't going out there escalating all the time is because the demons keep the individual in check. The demons are using that individual as a paranormal portal to keep the rest in negativity. Because demons need the human species to be in negativity in order to have a leverage over us. So when an individual is completely collapsed, demons tend to take over that individual. Now there's a difference between someone who has been victimized beyond measure, and demons are forced on that individual by the community, and someone who has attracted demons into themselves by persisting in bitterness. That's a big difference. In the first case, someone can be helped. Such an individual should be helped. In the second case, you should avoid the second type of individual. The second type of individual is actually dangerous because the second type of individual is actually a dangerous human being that's kept in line by demons. So you may have people who have 10, 20, 30 demons residing in them. It's those demons that keep the individual in check. Maybe that individual is fantasizing about raping and tearing apart children. But the demons are pushing him, saying, hey, don't. Well, those same demons are using that same individual to deceive others. So there are people out there who are only kept in line by evil spirits. Now, should we give a standing ovation and praise to the evil spirits? No. Because the evil spirits only keep those individuals in line so that they remain alive. Now, why would the demons care about keeping that reprobate alive? The demons keep the reprobate alive to use the reprobate as an asset. Such people are called organic portals or soulless people. An organic portal or a soulless individual is someone who has collapsed due to bitterness and offense, and now demons are comfortable around the individual, and demons eventually take over the individual just to make sure others remain in a state of negativity. But Rashid, what if demons are just using the individual? That's demons just using the individual. But in this case, the individuals being used by demons still have some sanity and some goodwill left in them to realize, why did I do that? Or why did I have the urge to do this or think like this? So such an individual has still the urge to self-reflect and to look for solutions and to look for better. Solutions may be a challenge, but he still wants better. But someone that's an organic portal or a soulless individual, they are a human being, they are alive, but they're completely dead on the inside. They have zero interest in complying with safety and solutions. They can appear very noble. They can appear very empathic and polite. They can appear very loving. But that's the demons playing a role through them. When you're dealing with an organic portal or a soulless individual, I'm telling you, de-invest. Remove your investment. Do not hold on to such an individual. Maybe they were not always like that. No, people that become organic portals or soulless individuals, they become it. They were not always that way. Maybe your father, for example, used to be a very kind man, very kind towards you when you were a little child. He used to play with you, he used to coach you and all of that. But over time, the bitterness he held on to began to rot him on the inside, and eventually there's nothing left of him anymore but this violent narcissist that's ready to attack anyone. So the man you used to know, that kind father, he doesn't exist anymore. What's left of him is this foul, dangerous narcissist, or this zombie type individual. Now for you it's hard to accept this, because you still see him as that loving, kind father figure you grew up with, but he's not that anymore. And here's the thing, often you realize afterwards he was never that loving, kind father figure. He just pretended to be, and because you were a child, you wanted to believe it. Whether he really was this kind, loving father to you or not doesn't matter. This is what he has become. When someone has become soulless or an organic portal, I'm telling you, remove your investment. Do not continue to invest and embrace such people. You can walk in love towards them at a distance. You can pray for them if you want to, but don't engage them. Because they're literally kept alive by evil spirits. Some of them are even aware of this, and they even comply with evil spirits. Those are the ones in demonic contracts with evil spirits. And here's the thing, whether a soulless individual is aware of it, or that means they're in a demonic contract, or they're not aware of it, doesn't matter. They bring pollution. It's literally demons acting out and living through them. They themselves are there, but they don't care. They just let the demons live through them. And because the demons protect them from consequences, they're fine with it. Because organic portals are protected by the paranormal. So that's why you have people who are very mean and very unkind. And they even commit crimes. They go against the law of the land. And they're still free. They're not in prison. And they still have people around them that just can't see what they really are. It's because the demons protect that individual. Am I saying that organic portals or soulless individuals are not responsible? They are. But what I mean is, they they've reached such a state that they actually don't care at all, neither about themselves nor about others, and they're completely fine with demonic forces escalating through them. So, beware of soulless people. Be at peace.